Okay, good morning, everyone. Looking forward to sharing with you all today. My name is Carson, Blue Diamond here in Kenora, Ontario, Lake of the Woods. I just want to share with all of you how excited I am to spend some time with you today to cover a topic that I think is pretty important. I think it's something that I'm hoping that I can get across with a little bit of heart and a little bit of passion and a little bit of, whatever, let's call it teaching. For many of you, you don't know, but I'm a former school teacher, actually. In the past, I actually spent 11 years teaching high school, junior high, while I was building a business, a traditional business, and I went on to, eventually, for 8 years I lost money in business, and that's often the way it is in business. You've got to work your way through, the learning and earning days of being in business to get to the point where you turn profit. But I was doing that while I was teaching, and then eventually I had to leave teaching to get full-time into my business career, and I went on to be very successful. But during that process of teaching, one of the things that I learned, and it's interesting, university today is a necessary development stage for a lot of kids as they go and leave high school. And I remember hearing and thinking at the time from lots of colleagues, why are we doing this? Why are we reading this? Why are we, being told to write this paper? Why? And I remember thinking to myself, at that time I was gathering information and I was spinning it into some sort of a summary of information. And, my message to you today on this concept that I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, which is, teamwork makes the dream work, is the topic today, is that, we're all working from the same song sheet. We really are. We're looking at information that has been used over and over and over again throughout the last 60, 70, 100 years, whatever, by great scholars, great mentors, great leaders. There's very little that's new, very little that can actually come out and be told by an individual that nobody's ever heard before in some form or another. There's so much of what we've heard from some of these great people that comes from the Bible, for example, that, is then put into words that actually is used as a motivational tool. So the point I'm trying to make today is that we still have a common goal here of gathering information and coming out as a team to get us all to be able to move forward. So think about what we're trying to accomplish as Team Valentus, not Team Don Carson, Team whoever else. It is Team Valentus. What are we trying to accomplish? Well, we're trying to reach some goals, aren't we? We're all trying to head and go forward as goal setters. But, we're goal setting as a team, as a group, as a united group that is trying to move forward to, let's just say, have you ever heard this expression? I'm sure you have. The sum is greater than the parts. The sum being the goal of moving forward. So let's I had the pleasure of spending the last 3 days with John Aremza, and I got to tell you, this guy is heartfelt. He's a teacher. He's a mentor, but he's more to me now a friend than anything. And when I listen to him, I'm always learning. And so when you think about a teacher, it's so important for you to be part of something, to be part of the journey and your gathering. And when you gather and you want to be taught and you're absorbing and you're willing to learn, you can become better. So, I'm striving all the time to be better, and being able to be in the company of folks like John Aremza and the other great leaders in this company, it is just kind of reminding me of my university days where I'm gathering, and then I collate, and then I put it out and I share. And that's what teamwork really means in a lot of ways. It's a mastermind of people that are setting goals. We're really in a situation today, a unique piece of real estate, as John has said so well for 3 days here in 3 different presentations he did and many 3-week calls we did together. We're in a unique time. And as John has said on many calls, and as I continue to have said, I joined this company originally because I had in my heart that I felt this company could be $1 billion company, and I thought how exciting it would be to be part of that, how excited it would be to contribute to that as a team member to move that number and go for that number and strive to reach that number. But throughout all of this journey that I've been on, and my wife Nancy, and many of the people I've seen, we actually uncover weaknesses in this foundation, this network marketing industry, and we're exposed to things at times that maybe we don't want to be exposed to. But if you are a part of a team and you have the united group of mastermind people that are setting goals together as an organization to work towards that $1 billion goal, then some of the things that you experience kind of get, like that expression, a water off your back. It just kind of rolls off, and you've got those family members to get together, right, and go back to. I mean, folks, there's so much truth to setting goals as a team as opposed to an individual. And, there's examples in society of groups of families, of cultures, of individual, cultures of people that move to the country. I know I've seen it here in Canada where 5 or 6 families, for gosh sakes, will go into a house and live in that one house and unite all of the income that they can, because they couldn't afford individually that home, but together they could, and they move on and they pay that house off, and then together as an individual they move to another house and bring other family members from overseas or wherever, and they buy in another house and unite and pay it off. They've set a goal. They have a common goal of success for that community. And so what I wonder at times is, when you look at individuals that are struggling and there isn't somebody to pick them up, is that something we should be happy that we are doing? Or if we have somebody that comes to one of our events, and if we don't make them feel welcome in that event, is it possible that could come back to you, and you'll have a member that one day will go to an event that won't feel welcome and may not continue on? Everything goes in circle of a Valentus network marketing life. We all have to have the confidence that we can work together as a team, and part of that concept of team, to me, ultimately is the three-way call, because, the individual that doesn't have the confidence to approach somebody can use the person that they can get on the phone who has a bit more knowledge or a bit more confidence to come across on that three-way call. You think about it. If you don't have a lot of knowledge at this point of time, we've got great systems now in Ditto Touch that can send out interactive software, and Captain Ditto to train your brand new people. Again, it's a teamwork. It was a group effort by the company to present some of these materials so that we can all, as a group, succeed. You look at your individual diamond goals. Well, it has to start somewhere. So when you think about your own personal diamond goal, then you have to remember where you came from. You came from being a Ruby, and then you had to be legacy qualified if you wanted to get your investment back. And again, there's a great sheet that was created throughout collaboration with Karen Ford and others that lays out a structured emerald visual. And so if you think about starting as a Ruby and then getting your first 3, and there you got your first 3 rubies, and now you're working towards getting 3 emeralds, and then when you get your 3 emeralds, you want to get to be structured emerald, which means you've got to start generating 5,000 on one leg and 5,000 on the other, and a contribution on your team leg that you came in on of at least 500 personal. That's a structured emerald, and you want to do that 3 times to get your 15,000, and you're heading for diamond. It's a process. It's a goal. But here's what's interesting about that sheet. It's a team effort of three-way calls and welcome calls that bring you from sponsoring that Ruby and helping that Ruby sponsor their 3 so they can become legacy qualified. It is not an individual effort. We got to work, folks. We all have to work so hard to achieve a supportive team environment. And if we don't, we got to critique each other. We got to remind each other that without team, we have nothing. Without a group of people that are united to go forward and succeed, we're going to fail. Folks, I just think that if you as an organization, your own personal organization, can get together in their own masterminds and discuss what they're missing in their own, teams and knowledge, then you go out and you find it from the folks that can offer it to you. But do you want to lead anybody on their own? No, we are a team. We want to unite together as a Valentus family. And all I want you to know is, for those of you that were so, welcome to be at the convention in Vancouver, I'm sorry. I don't think anybody came away from that convention feeling they weren't part of something, part of a group, part of a power of V that gave them the impression that they are bigger and stronger as one. You know, when the team succeeds, everyone succeeds. And the team being Valentus means we are moving along. And as John laid out for us for the last 3 days, and he uses analogies of fish in the boat, and, you know, when things start rocking, the fish are jumping in the boat. Well, folks, we all benefit from having this team motivation and the group moving forward as one team Valentus. We certainly do. I mean, how many times do you see, and this is just so true in sport today, how many times do you see the best player in the world in that particular sport play on a team that finishes last? It happens often. It happens so often because it's an individual effort, and that individual effort doesn't correspond and duplicate throughout the team to come together. And, you know, you've got to remember, all of us have to remember that, you know, great people. I'm going to give you an example. John Addison. We attract joiners and we build winners. Isn't that powerful? People join your team and they have not got a clue what to do. And so what we do from the point number one of when they join Valentus is we want to build winners. But it's a team effort, all of us. And if one part of our effort is not united, we can't succeed to our goal of $1 billion. So my message to all of you today is teamwork makes the dream work, is we all got to unite to $1 billion. We want to go to $1 billion, this company. Man, I don't know if it's right or not, but I think I heard just recently that Amway's doing $1 billion a month. If that's the case, I don't know. I remember going to the very first thing in the 60s, and I was too young to join, but I remember going to something. I don't know what they were doing then, 100,000, 2 million, 5 million, I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is they put a team together. And when you think about your joiners coming on top of this business, we want them to feel value every step of the way. We want them to realize that the environment that they're part of is absolutely here to inspire them to be better at who they are. I mean, our biggest job, each and every one of us that join this company, that move forward, is to motivate people, motivate them, and we market freedom. End of the day, the job one is to give people a chance to dream again. And if they dream again, the team is successful. But when one part or the other falls apart, when we have egos involved that don't want that team united group to succeed, we've got a problem. We've got to go together. And my message again, once again, is, you know, are we experiencing any of that in Valentus? I don't believe we are. Of course we're not. But the point is, we want to continue this path of greatness as a group, so that when people come to a conference, they walk away going, it's different. It is the sixth element. It is what I wanted it to be. Yeah, I never experienced that in company A, B, or C, but oh my goodness, this is different. I mean, I sat the other night in a home meeting we did with 18 people, and, you know, one of the people stood up outright and just blurted out, I've been in 10 different companies. I've never seen anything like this. This is different. That's what we all want. We want to develop a business that markets hope and opportunity. We want to give an environment that people can feel that they have got something to be part of, a community of positive people that are united to go forward. I mean, think about it. Teamwork is the result of the team thrusting in a direction that moves us forward, that gets us to feel good about where we are. Do you feel welcome in Valentus? Every one of you. Do you feel welcome in Valentus? Wherever you go, are you welcome in Valentus? You see, that is what we all want to strive to duplicate, that we feel welcome. And if we can go forward in every little pocket that you are on this phone today, if you're in Vermont, if you're in Nebraska, if you're in California, or if you're in Canada and Vancouver, or if you're in, Germany or in the UK or in wherever, Spain, folks, make us feel welcome. Enjoy the fact that you're welcome here. Enjoy that this company can duplicate and hit $1 billion if we have the power of one. I think that the positive thinking, the hugging, the united group sense you get is unstoppable in the world. There's so many companies that hope and just, they wish, but they don't know how to succeed. And the way they know now is they see companies like ours succeeding, and they wonder what we have that's different. It's the sixth element. It's the teamwork making the dream work and the power of one. I mean, I believe in my heart that there's not one person in all of Valentus that doesn't want Don and Nancy Carson to go to the top. And I know right now in my heart that Don and Nancy Carson have every bit of our soul hoping that each and every one of you go to the top. And if we can unite as a group and feel that in our heart, that this company can be the next billion-dollar company, we're unstoppable. We've got to power together as a group, and we've got to welcome, and we've got to build teams, and we've got to make so many people that are unwelcome in their day-to-day lives feel welcome if we're going to succeed. If we're going to have a smile on our face in everything we do, then we got to feel really good about where we are and who we're working with and the power of the V and the power of the team. My good friend Jerry Booth posted something the other day, and I just the guy is just on fire, and I love him to pieces, but he says as a group, we all need to move forward. We all need to never stop investing in and trying to improve. The moment as a group we stop improving, the Valentus organization as a group will fail. Folks, it's our responsibility to look in the mirror and be a better us each and every day. It's our responsibility to make the organization, the team Valentus, be so powerful because we as individuals are growing each and every day. And when we grow in each and every day, we're growing to help each and every other one of us that come to the table grow so we can duplicate greatness. Remember this concept of Kaizen, the Japanese concept Kaizen, right? Small daily improvements eventually result in huge advantages. Folks, make it your goal to be better each and every day in some way. If we do that, what an incredible Valentus team. What a journey we're on together. And if we all sit back today and we look at the mistakes we've made and we think about those mistakes, we're going to go in reverse. Each and every one of us have a chance right this moment to say, I have 100% of my life left, and I plan to be better each and every day to help the folks that I'm entrusted to help become better each and every day. If we duplicate that, we will have a global phenomenon that has not been duplicated in the world of network marketing. There's so many individuals in network marketing that have egos that absolutely expose their true colors, and when they get exposed, the company gets held back. We need to understand that I am telling my story, you're telling your story, Dave Jordan tells his story, Brett Griffin tells his story, Nancy Carson, whoever. We tell our stories, but in behind our stories is a team Valentus that we're all trying to move forward, right? I mean, there are some amazing quotes in the world on teamwork that just inspire you if you get your head around what we're really trying to accomplish as a group. I mean, the fact that we have the 6-day experience now that is going out there, moving around and starting to have success with selling them for $20, and I'm hearing people that have had, customers coming back now because they're phoning them up and they're saying, hey, you know what? I know you tried it in the past. I tell you what I want you to do. I don't want to sell you this. I want to give you 6 days of our new product. I want you to try it. Do me a favor. Give me your opinion. I absolutely are blown away by this product. Folks, customers are coming back across the board in Valentus because they love the product. And here's what you've got, measurable results. And so when you think about measurable results, the fish are jumping in the boat. And what does that mean for us in terms of our numbers? We're growing. Valentus is growing. The orders are flowing. We know it. We feel it. For you brand new people on this call right now, congratulations. You've entered into absolute choice real estate that is going to be worth a fortune one day if you are on the path of learning and earning as a team. If you understand that you could walk into Austin, Texas, to the meeting coming up and be welcome there, and that's what's going to happen, you know now that you're welcome anywhere. Folks, we are a united group of global ambassadors. We're ambassadors to make this team expand around the world and have a common goal of hitting $1 billion. I mean, I'm not here for $100 million. I'm here for $1 billion number for this company. I want to be part of a group of people that has a common goal of $1 billion. That's what I'm part of. That's what I look at. I'm young enough to experience it. I'm going to help everybody do what they got to do to help realize that we can do it together. We are a global pool. You heard of it? Do you realize that our compensation plan has a global pool? You know what that really means? What does the global pool really mean to each and every one of you? Well, let's break it down as basic as it is for each and every one of you. Maybe you brand new people don't know what the global pool is. It's the total sales number of entirely the team of Valentus divided up and times by 1%, and there's a number. So if it's 2 million, it's 20,000. If it's $1 billion, that's 1% of $1 billion, which is a zillion, right? You know what I'm saying? So 1% of a global number, total sales, is put in an account, and then that individual number is divided by the individual that brings in 3 business builders. They get a share. Wait a minute. Let's talk about this for a second. A global pool that the entire company participates in, that individuals get shares out of. But guess how that number is calculated? It's divided by those individual efforts, and we get a number that's paid out in the global pool. I don't think it should be called a global pool. It should be a global teamwork bonus. Folks, we get rewarded for entirely all of our efforts in the global pool based on the success of the company. It's teamwork making the dream work. That's what motivates me. That's what should motivate each and every one of you, is that we have a group effort every day moving this company forward. Yes, we're going to have some bad seeds that come involved. Yeah, there's karma is you know what the word is. Karma is absolutely there. Those people that don't understand this concept will be exposed. And if they get exposed, probably they'll move to the next deal. They're deal jumpers. That's what they do. I'm not criticizing them. I'm just saying to you, wasn't it amazing to jump on an organization that you could go to a conference and every single one of you walked into a global event called The Advantage, and you walked into a gala event with a 17-piece band that everybody from rubies, emeralds, diamonds, double, triple, royals, and blues, platinums, golds, you're in the room and you were powered with everybody. There was not one person in that room that was better than you. Nobody was better than you. You sat in a room with all those folks celebrating the global Valentus, the power of the V, the team dreaming together. To me, that has to be our mandate. To me, each and every one of you are always welcome on my personal training calls and our organization group pages. We welcome you as long as you're a Valentus member and you're a Valentus person that's concentrating on Valentus, absolutely. But if you come into our organization and you're cross-recruiting or you're doing things with other network marketing companies, of course we've got to remove you. That's not what we do. I'm a one-person guy. I'm a one-company person. I believe that in all my heart because I've heard great leaders talk about staying the course, moving forward, and wondering why they're the top earners in the world, because they get focused. But what they've got in their hearts to be at those levels is team. They have that word, there's no I in team, embedded and tattooed on their bottoms. They know that for the team to work, they've got to dream together. Teamwork and dream work is the message today, folks. Talent wins games. Teamwork wins championships. Who said that? Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all times. But he played on a team, and he helped them win championships. I mean, none of us is smart enough, as smart as all of us. I mean, think about it. Each and every one of us, I've said this for years, and I heard it probably from Jim Rohn, which is each of us needs all of us. And one of the thoughts I had when I started to develop this concept for this call today was that, you know what, we're all at the beginning stages of an absolute phenomenon. We are absolutely in the beginning stages of coming together in the beginning, right? And here, Henry Ford said this. Are you ready? Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. Isn't that what we should all be doing? Working together for success? If we can do that, we are the power of one. I mean, I remember Dave saying to me, protect the V, or whatever that meant, in at that time, right? But what I understand more and more about that is that each and every one of us have got a chance to succeed if we remove our individual egos. If we get to the point where we say strength of the team is each individual member, the strength of each member is the team. You know who said that? Phil Jackson, a coach, one of the greatest basketball coaches. Wow. Our friend, partner in this business, leader of all, Dave Jordan, is a sport crazy nut. Can't say it any other way. He loves sport. But you know what he loves about sport? Is the passion of team. The passion of a united group of people that move together on a common goal of a pennant, of a championship, of a cup. They know, and they always say defense wins championships, but what you don't have is an individual standing on a podium. You have a team standing on a podium. And when I think about this whole thing, and what I'm sharing with you today, there's a great saying that kind of summarizes it all that Andrew Carnegie said. And let me read it. Again, I'm a school teacher, folks, from way back. I'm gathering information. I'm just putting it together for a message today that I hope is getting through to all of you, that we've got a chance. We have a chance to be $1 billion team. Power of one, the power of V. If we protect the V and we join together in a united group what we want to do. And here's the saying. Teamwork is the ability to work together in a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments towards the organization objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. That's network marketing. That's where we are today. We've got a chance, each and every one of you, to have common people hit a massive home run for the rest of their lives that their families will be changed being part of. Can we do it? Are we ready? Can we absolutely, as a group, unite and dream together to build a team together? I say yes. I'm all in. I believe with all my heart that everyone on this call know exactly who you are and why you're here to work as a unit to help this company hit its stride, hit its goals. And if we put our goals together in a mastermind of people, we're unstoppable, folks. This is just our chance right now to move forward as a group united today. I hope you got my message. This is just an old school teacher just sharing with you from my heart that teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a great rest of your Saturday. All the best. Love you all. Bye-bye.